Hello everyone, hope you're having an amazing and awesome week. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Noob. You're tuning into Beyond Next Gen Gaming, and I'm back at you with another first playthrough of some Starfeild on Xbox Series X. Picking up right where we left off from in the last video, thanks to one of the amazing features that Xbox Series S and X has, Quick
Heard
Resume.
about your run-in with Tomo? That guy will never learn.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the video before this, which I have a whole playlist, you can feel free to check out the playlist if you don't mind. She's referring to an ex-disgruntled employee worker that pulled the gun on me for trying to pick up some coffee for my boss. I highly recommend you check out the video. Those only in Bethesda game moments, only in Starfeild moments. So I'm headed to my next point of interest. I'm supposed to do this quest where my boss wants me to go to another corporation and hack their system and delete some data or upload some data. But yeah, we're still here in the city of Neon. For now. This place just looks amazing. Gives me really that Chinatown vibes. I really felt that way from the moment I got here. Seeing seeing NPCs with straw hats. Look at the red dragon poster right next to us.
Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge, I suppose we should pay it a visit. Purely for exploratory purposes, of course.
This place, it's amazing scenery. Game looks amazing. If anybody says it doesn't, they're lying. My channel is the proof. They're lying. If you say this game don't look amazing, you're lying to yourself. You're in denial.
Security's got its eyes on Saburo Okadigbo.
If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as helium-3, he'd be able to provide enough fuel to power every ship in the settled systems.
Looks like that security guard just put us on to an activity. I didn't quite get to hear what he said because I was a little bit away from him.
I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the top of the tower. The view from up there must be breathtaking.
So my employer told me to not get caught while doing this objective, to not draw any attention to myself. I'm going to try my best and not do that. Let me talk to this clerk.
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers.
Hello, I was wondering if you could help me out.
Again? Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression.
Is this a bad time for you? I can leave.
But in your... Wait a minute. Have I screwed this up again? Oh, damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okadibo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst.
An apology isn't necessary.
That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game.
What's the Neon Mining League?
It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. You know, the plaza next to Ryujin Tower? They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well stocked and immaculate. Mr. Okadibo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man, but his aspirations are one grav jump longer than his business instincts.
I don't mean to pry in your business affairs.
No. The least I can do after barking at you like some junkyard dog is giving you an explanation. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keltcor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills.
Would you mind telling me more about your father?
Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of Keltcorp. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you. For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for two reasons. One, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And two, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work.
Maybe I can assist you in recovering Mr. Akadibo's debt.
You'd be willing to help out? That's awfully kind of you.
Sounds to me like he's taking advantage of you.
No, you've got it all wrong. Mr. Okadibo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you?
I'll talk to him.
Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise.
How did Mr. Akadigbo rack up so much debt?
When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. That poor man. Nice visiting with you.
Are you supposed to be here? If
Uh,
you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
Yeah, I am. I'm supposed to be here. That's why I'm
I
here.
used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
Excuse me, sir. Good day. So they told me not to draw attention to myself, and it's looking like I already did from walking in here. It's insane. All right, let's try to get this data off or onto this network of this company. So, been seeing a lot of feedback from different places and sources about digipicking and people not liking it. Yes, it can be very frustrating, especially when you think you know the pattern. You try to place the digipicks in the right locations and it's wrong. and then you end up losing your digipicks when you press B to like redo it to go back. You will lose a digipick. So I'm going to try to walk you guys through it. It's really not hard. You always want to pay attention to the very center. See the inner ring? You want to pay attention and watch the patterns of that, as well as the patterns, the 4 patterns that they give you on the right. And as you see, I just failed my first attempt because I thought I put it in there the right way, the digipicks, and it wasn't. You have to pay attention to the main ring on the inside, as well as the 4 allocated selections that you can pick to fit the digipicks in. So I'm going to go with these 2 right here. Makes sense. I'm going to go right here with these 2, which makes complete sense. Down to looking like this is like the last ring. It's obviously not those 2. And it's obviously is it these? Is it this one? Yes, it is. And now we're at the final digipick. And voila, access granted. You have been caught tampering with a digipick lock. That can't be good. I know what that means. Let's upload or delete this data and get up out of here. That's not good. We've been caught.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Let's get up out of here immediately.
Hold it right there. You're under arrest.
I'll pay the fine. You don't have to worry. I don't got contraband. I'll pay it. Just let me go.
I thought for sure you had contraband. Guess not. I'll still have to take you in.
Crazy. Still going to jail. Space prison. It's crazy. Took us right to lockup. Straight to lockup. Those only moments in Bethesda games. Those only in Starfeild moments. Got locked up for tampering with a lockpick, a digipick, a computer system that obviously I had no permission to be messing with it. Got caught red-handed, and my employer, Imogen, and all the rest of the other colleagues warned me about this. Don't make no mistakes in the field when you're working for us. It makes our job that much harder. It gives us headaches and trouble. And it seems like they have eyes everywhere. They knew I got into it with their former employee, disgruntled employee, that threatened my life for just going to pick up some coffee for Imogen. If you want to see that, check out the video. It's about 2 videos before this. Check it out. Feel free to check out the playlist. Also, forgive me, I'm very super late in telling you to do this. If you're still tuning in and you want to maximize your viewing quality of this video, please turn your players to 4K 60. That's what I offer you. Maximum quality gaming Series X must-see content.
Imogen's a stickler for details. That's what I was afraid of. I just hate access.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
That's your missing piece right there.
All right, I'll get on it.
How about we talk payment?
If you think you have any power of negotiating your pay, think again. Besides, payment is based off performance, so let's hear it. How'd that first job go? I heard you made quite the scene in the trade tower. Something I explicitly told you we wanted to avoid. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand. Lucky for you, there'll be no docks in pay today. Just try to be more careful in the future.
I get a clean work, maximum payout.
Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. And I'd argue that arts and crafts is exactly what we do here, just on a much higher level. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company.
Where do I leave this evidence?
The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it. Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike Keltcorp, so at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Well, wasn't expecting to get arrested on my first real line of work for this company. Thank you all for watching. Highly appreciate it. If you want to see more Starfeild must-see Xbox Series X vids from me in 4K 60, please do leave a comment, smash that like button, share the vid, hit the subscribe bell notification. Till next time, peace and be well. Noob out.